Oliver Queen exhibits conscientiousness because he is determined to rewrite his father's wrongs and stop those who are harming his city, Starling City. In Season 1, he feels so inclined to stop the men written in his father's secret book that he ends up killing many of the people. This proves that Oliver is extremely determined to complete his task that his father granted him before his death. He also expresses Alfred Adler's self-determination and uniqueness. Oliver is determined to reach a goal that may not be entirely realistic. This goal consists of rewriting his father's wrongs and constantly keeping Starling City safe. His feelings for this goal is intensified since his father granted him this task right before he killed himself right in front of Oliver. Throughout the two clips, Oliver's determination and strategies of torture he uses on his victims are shown.
The day I went missing was the day I died. 5 years in hell forged me into a weapon, which I used to honor a vow I made to my father, who sacrificed his life for mine. In his final moments, he told me the truth, that our family's wealth had been built on the suffering of others, that he failed our city, and that it was up to me to save it and right his wrongs. But to do that without endangering the people closest to me, I have to be someone else. I have to be something else. Who's that? Where'd he come from? What's going on here? We'll get the chopper back now. Who's this guy?
My name is Oliver Queen. For 5 years, I was stranded on an island with only one goal: survive.
Oliver Queen is alive.
Now I will fulfill my father's dying wish.
Make it home. Right my wrongs.
To use the list of names he left me and bring down those who are poisoning my city. To do this, I must become someone else. I must become something else.
He can't help you. I want the truth about Victor Seti. I can't. The Triad will kill me. The Triad's not your concern right now. All right. It wasn't me that killed him. It was the Triad. Acting on whose instructions? All right. It was mine, all right. Seti said he was going to testify against me.
Idiot.
Yo, Mash, You twitch, and you're dead. Bow down. Hands up. It was mine, all right. He said he
Oliver Queen is extremely reserved and secretive when it comes to life and the experiences he faced on the island of Lian during his 5 years of isolation. He is also very protective and secretive when it comes to his identity of being the Arrow. He believes that the only way to keep his loved ones safe is by keeping the identities of Oliver Queen and the Arrow completely separate from each other. Oliver expresses introversion after he returns back from the island. He keeps his emotions and the things going on in his life to only himself. He only enjoys small groups of people. The only group of people to know about both of his identities and who he trusts consists of 5 people. This next clip shows how at the beginning of his journey, he believed that to keep his loved ones safe, he must be secretive and not let them in on his secret identity and his tasks. A personality theory Oliver Queen showcases towards the end is Erik Erikson's intimacy versus isolation theory. Oliver confesses his love to Felicity and no longer wants to be alone. He has told her several times throughout the season that he cannot be both Oliver Queen and the Arrow in fear that she will get hurt. However, towards the end, he realizes that he no longer wants to be the Arrow, but instead, he would like to live the rest of his life with Felicity as Oliver Queen.
What's going on? You're kind of making me nervous.
I know that this isn't going to mean much. I've given you no reason to believe me when I say it. But I lied all of this time to protect you.
You're him.
Yeah.
That night with the hunch and the woman in black,
It's Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
that was you.
When I started this, I wanted to keep you as far away from it as possible. Because that has always been my instinct. To go it alone. But the truth is that we won tonight because I wasn't alone. I thought that this crusade would only end with my death. But even if I had died tonight, it would live on because of you. And you. Oh, and you.
It's true. This city isn't lacking masks.
Heroes. Which is why I no longer need to be one.
What are you saying?
Roz took the Arrow identity from me. I couldn't be that person even if I wanted to be. And I don't want to be. I told you that I couldn't be the Arrow and be with you. I want to be with you. You told me that I've become someone else, and I would like to maybe discover a little more about that person. If you'll come with me.